What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and welcome back to our My GM series on WWE 2K22. We are on episode 4, about to do our third week, and you can see here, so far we're losing. We are SmackDown, and we are losing, but we have a lot of money in the budget, and we may just go ahead and spend a good bit of that money this week. Maybe use a power card, maybe use something, because we want to win a week. I want to get a win under my belt. I know that it's all about the end, but if Raw keeps gaining on us, then it's going to be harder to win at the end. So we want to try to get a win this week. We'll see what we can do. We'll go to the journal here. We did promise Mustafa Ali a grudge match against Cedric Alexander within the next 3 weeks. We noted that Walter has a talent for table matches. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe work well together as a tag team. Contract Walter expires at the end of week 6, so need to make sure we keep that in mind. This said that Mustafa Ali has a talent for table matches, but maybe I may have put him in a tables match 2 weeks in a row. All right, so our power cards, we've got injury rehab. We can spend some money to help somebody. We're about to check our superstar morale in just a second. Random superstar prevents a random superstar on an opposing show from competing, and that's a pretty powerful tool. I have to keep that in mind. Injury rehab reduces injury time for one superstar by 1 week. I don't think we have any injuries just yet. Birth of Legends, 6 random superstars in a roster will have their popularity increased by 6. The McMahon presence earn twice as much money from arena attendance this week. Definitely want to save that until we get to a bigger arena, and then we can double the cost of an opposing brand's matches for the next week's show. I might use that pretty soon because their budget's a lot lower than ours. Let's see if we can make them run out of money. So manage roster, and this is the first time I've really done this. This is our whole roster, and like I said in the last episode, I really wish I had drafted more people. This is just not a great roster as far as number of guys. All right, so Finn Balor, his stamina is down to 23. We probably need to give him the week off, so no Finn Balor. Becky Lynch has a lot of stamina. I think we pretty much just some promos for her. We'll put her in probably the opener. Let's go ahead and give her a championship match. She's had a little bit of a rivalry there with Shotzi. As I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna book like one match at a time. Liv Morgan has a lot of stamina. I don't think we've really used her for anything. Probably need to get her doing something. Her popularity is only 47. And so we probably would have been better off doing Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, but we needed to do it against a heel, or a rule breaker, as the game calls them. So I tried to save a lot of money when I drafted, and that was obviously a mistake. I saved too much money. But let's go ahead and do Becky Lynch versus Shotzi in the match to kick things off. Well, we don't release anybody. Where do you see their morale? I don't even know where you go to see that. Let's go to show logistics. We can upgrade that again. The Capitol Wrestling Center, 3,000 people. Definitely want to do that. We can do a gorilla crew. We can upgrade that. All right, we can get basic light effects and pyro. We got plenty of money, like I said. So we're going to keep upgrading here. As you see, our budget, we've got plenty of money. All right, so first match. And I don't even know for sure about making it a title match. Becky Lynch versus Shotzi. It automatically brought that up. It started a little bit of a rivalry there. And I'm just going off of what Raw did. They made a title match in the opener last week. So we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to make it a Hell in a Cell, because we've got both of these superstars have plenty of stamina, so why not make it a title match? And surely this time we will have the better opener. We'll do a promo here. I said this before. I want to do a role change for Mustafa Ali. I'm going to turn him into a good guy since he was attacked by Cedric Alexander. We'll set up a little bit of a rivalry with them. Mid-card match. We don't want to worry about, we don't have to, and I was looking at the managed roster, but it shows you the stamina and popularity right here on this screen. We could do, well, who has a lot of stamina? Let's flip this over to stamina. Liv Morgan has plenty. I want to save Cedric Alexander. He's going to have a grudge match next week with Mustafa Ali. So we'll go ahead and do Liv Morgan in a match against Lacey Evans. So 2 women matches here to start off the show. We'll just do a normal match. And maybe we have some interference. Sasha Banks, possibly. No, let's don't do that because her stamina's kind of low and we might want to use her for a match next week. So we'll turn that off. We'll do another promo here. Advertising generates extra revenue with a chance of lowering the superstar's popularity with a poor performance. We don't want to do that. Generate a small bands if we do a charity. We want to get some fans. Let's do a charity here. And we can do Sasha Banks there. She's got a lot of popularity. I feel like we're using all the women on this episode. I don't know. Will that help generate a small bonus of fans for the week? Maybe. So our main event. All right, it's time to go sign a legend. Let's figure out what we're going to look for first. It's going to be a tag team match. No, we're going to debut a legend. All right, so who do we want to have them face? Cedric Alexander. No. We will do Samoa Joe. So he is a face fighter. So we want to get a heel bruiser. And that's who we're going to sign. We're going to sign a legend here. How about Hollywood Hogan? That would be a pretty big signing. I mean, that would be... Do we have another bruiser maybe that we would want to sign? JBL will be cheaper. His popularity is a 58. So he's not all that popular. Hollywood Hogan's a 69. We're going to sign Hollywood Hogan. We're going to go all out here. I know it's a lot. We've got money right now. We're going to sign him for 5 weeks. And maybe signing a legend will help us to win this episode. So we're going to do Kevin Owens. No, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe versus Hollywood Hogan. And we will make this a... We won't do Hell in a Cell because we've already done that. We'll go Extreme Rules. We'll go Extreme Rules. And we'll see if that works. And so there's our show. We're going to start with the big one because that's what Raw's been doing. And I don't know if there's some kind of strategy between that. Maybe there is. We got Mustafa Ali. He's going to call out, or he's going to do a role change, and we're going to see him in a match against Cedric Alexander next week. Sasha Banks is going to do a charity. So I think maybe, just maybe, we can actually win this week. We're going to find out here in just a second. Confirm booking. All right, so our first match, Becky Lynch versus Shotzi. It's going to be a championship match, I think. Yeah, we made it a championship match. Hell in a Cell. Should be a good match, I would think. Becky retains the title. Okay, 4.5 stars. So that was a very good start to the show. Mustafa Ali changes to a good guy. And his promo rating was good, so that worked out well also. And we've got Liv Morgan versus Lacey Evans. Probably not going to get many stars, but Lacey Evans gets the win. Disappointing. That's okay. It's okay. Sasha Banks has an okay promo. Get 5,000 fans from it. And then we go to our main event. Samoa Joe versus Hollywood Hogan. Samoa Joe gets the win over the Legend. 3-star match. Not quite as good as we were hoping. And let's see what Raw does. We crushed them. We crushed them in the opener. See, they made a mistake. They spent too much money in the beginning. We both did pretty bad in the middle, but we beat them in the main event as well. So this was a huge week for us. Hopefully it is enough to get us into the... So I guess the promos don't really affect anything as far as the curve and all that. It still says our show quality was a D. Oh my goodness. A D after all of that. Match card quality, though, was a B, so that was good at least. We lost money. That's probably just because we signed... Actually, we just spent too much money on the show. It didn't have anything to do with Hollywood Hogan. So we lost money, but we have money to lose. That's okay. We had made money the last couple of weeks. And it says ranking 2, but I'm hoping that is overall, not for this week. I hope we won this week. We got 85,000 fans. We gained 85,000 fans. Raw only gained 68,000 fans. So I'm pretty sure once we look at the comparison there, we will be ahead of Raw for the week. I'm not saying we're in the lead overall. So there are the totals, and you can look how close we are overall to passing them. Only about 1,000 down. That is extremely close. We still got more money than them. I'm not going to go all out on this next episode probably because, again, we want to save our money and do something really big at the end, and then we'll pass them. We're going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin next. Triple H says, just a note of caution, now that Hollywood Hogan has a stamina level before 40, he's vulnerable to becoming injured. The lower the stamina and the more strenuous the match, the greater the risk becomes. That's fine. I'm not going to use him this week. He was really just... I will probably use him again, but really we just wanted to use him for to get some ratings. Superstars who are completely rested will recover 12 stamina points in a week. Those who cut a promo will receive 6 and can't become injured that week. So there you go on that. Hey boss, I've been talking with Walter a lot lately, and he had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually make an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us a tag match in the next few weeks? Oh man, I don't know. That actually makes sense. They're both heels. They're both, I think, bruisers. We can make that happen. And won't be this next week because Hollywood, you've got to rest. You've got to rest this week. He said, great, I'll let him know. Can't wait to make our tag team debut. So Hollywood, Hogan, and Walter as a tag team, that is going to be interesting. And so there you go on the ratings. We did win this week. You can see the curve. We gained on them, and it's now extremely close. It is extremely close with a long way to go, and we got a lot of money to spend, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please comment down below. Hit the like button. Help us out. Help us to grow this and grow the channel. If you want to see more of this series and also just more stuff like this here on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more here on our SG1 Sports Pro Wrestling channel.